Potent Pondering, I'm back with another video. Come and thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, all that. I hope y'all all doing well. Please make sure that you follow me on social media, on Twitter at Potent Pondering, on Instagram at Potent Pondering, also on TikTok, Potent Pondering. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. So Megan Thee Stallion released, she released her track list for the Megan Part Act 2 or whatever. I want to know, is anybody excited for it? I know some of the people on this channel is not excited, but you might have some outliers. So let me know if you're excited for it. So the first song is Bigger in Texas. The second song is Bourbon Freestyle. Third song is Number One Rule. Fourth song is Rock Steady featuring Flo Milli. Flo Milli and her promoting it online. As well as Best Friend. Number 6, Right Now. Number 7, Mamushi remix featuring Twice. And you know Megan Thee Stallion is pandering to the Koreans. You know she pandering to the Koreans. If you look at Megan Thee Stallion's Spotify, you will not spot a lie that I'm about to tell you. Both of her top 2 songs, like even the song called the song that she has right now, featuring that guy from BTS or whatever, it has almost 100,000 streams, but 100 million streams. But what is that song doing anywhere? It's not doing anything in the United States. It already fell off the charts. So number 8 is TYG. I'm thinking, is it Thank You God? Please don't be another female rapper doing a gospel song. Oh, I can't tell them how to praise the Lord, but please. Featuring Spirit Box. Number 9 is Motion. Number 10 is Fell in Love. Number 11 is Love Her Freestyle. And number 12 is what? Like a something, BITCH. And then she has the Never Play with RM of BTS, which I just talked about, right? Now, listen, I want to tell you this, right? So, you know, Megan Thee Stallion tonight, she's going to be on Jimmy Fallon. I'll post a pic, I guess this is supposed to be her on Jimmy Fallon, right? But I really want to have this conversation as it pertains to Megan Thee Stallion, and I'm going to compare Cardi B, right? Now, I know that some people may think that this conversation is foolish because they're both friends, and you know, well, apparently they're friends, and Megan Thee Stallion will kiss Cardi B's ass by any means. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird. They will kiss each other's ass by any means, but some people really think that they're enemies, and they think that Cardi is scared to come out and say, you know, however she really feels about Megan. All that aside, one thing that I really want to say is that I have to, like, I don't like Megan as far as like a person and, you know, just the way that she's conduct herself in the industry. But one thing that I realized today, and I said, you know, let me go through her Spotify just to prove this, you know, myself. I said, I have to give Megan Thee Stallion some credit, right? Now, she might have a Grammy. She might be Rock Nation's puppet. They put her everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They might put her everywhere. Megan Thee Stallion is a decorated, desperate doozy. That's exactly what it is. They make her look so good. Decorated, desperate doozy. Desperate to do these collaborations with the Koreans that's not going to go anywhere in America. Desperate. Listen, we don't care about that. You thought that you was going to eat up with that song with that last Korean guy. Didn't go anywhere. But I want to give her some credit because I do believe that you can do that, right? One thing I will say about Megan Thee Stallion is that regardless of how much of a 30,000, you know, well, 60,000, 30,000, 100,000, like, you know, whatever. She only sold 100,000 units one time. But no matter what she does, she releases projects, right? Now, Megan Thee Stallion, you know, even though they want you to think that she's on Nicki's level, Nicki, you know, she's a major artist. So she don't, you know, she's like in the lane of like a Beyonce, a Lady Gaga, you know, like on that level. They drop, but they don't drop like back to back like that. But I got to give Megan Thee Stallion some credit over Cardi B because as I was looking through her discography, right? If you want to take it back to something for the hotties, Megan Thee Stallion dropped, let's take it back. I'm talking about to Tina Snow. In 2019, Megan Thee Stallion dropped Tina Snow. In 2018, she dropped Tina Snow. And that was December. In 2019, she dropped Fever. Fever came out in May of 2019. This is my favorite mixtape from Megan. That's when, you know, Nicki introduced whatever the case may be. So 2019 Fever came out. That's my favorite. Sugar came out in 2020 in March. I remember I went to Vegas with one of my friends who passed away. Rest in peace. Death anniversary just passed on the 21st. You know, rest in peace to them. So that was in 2020. Good News, her album came out in 2020 as well. So Good News came out and what was that, November? Because I remember it was a holiday release and it still flopped. So that was in 2020. So I want you to realize this, right? So let's go back from Fever 2019, Sugar 2020, Good News 2020, Something for the Hotties 2021. That came out when? October 29th, 2021. So that's coming up on a few years right now. Traumazine came out in 22. All right. Traumazine came out in August of 22. And then she didn't have any release in the year of 2023. You know, she probably did some remixes or whatever. But in 2024, you know, she came out with the Megan album. And then, you know, she's coming out with Act 2. Now, as much as we know that she's a desperate doozy, you know what I'm saying? Decorated, desperate doozy. One thing that we have to admit is that she does release music. So it's like, let me just tell you something which is so crazy, right? You got this chick, Cardi B, who's up into this rap game, and they done gassed her up so bad to make her think that she's the main chick that she feel like she got to take so much time. You want to know? If you feel like you on a level of like a Nicki, like this is to Cardi. If you want to feel like you on a level of a Nicki, you know, think about when Nicki rolled out her album, and this is how you know that you're not. When Nicki rolled out Pink Friday 2, she didn't have no crazy rollout. If you really think about it, she didn't have no crazy rollout. She put all of those dollars into her tour. Her tour ate this everything. The optics of the tour ate. Now Nicki did, you know, she had a little lateness here and there with the shows and, you know, extended intermissions that pissed me off, but she gave quality, right? Cardi B, come on, it's really been 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's been 6 years, going next year, going on 7 years. You are not that great to be able to do that. And then the thing about it is y'all remember when Nicki was on Queen Radio and her and Cardi was going through it. Once Cardi had got punched in the face by Ra Ali, Cardi B was just like, oh, you know, you do remixes, you know, whatever. And then you stole Nicki's whole strategy and it still didn't work for you. I know that you wanted to blow up, and you know, Cardi had her little scores here and there, like, you know, she did the Glorilla remix and then she did the Put It on the Floor, even though people, that's not even like, Put It on the Floor is her remix is not even compared to how good she did for Glorilla. That came and it went, and that's that. But it's like she wanted to strike like Minaj, and it just didn't hit hard like that. And she was like, oh, I'm just going to be on my run. I'm going to do collaborations with people even if it don't make sense. So what I want to say is that just steering this back into Megan, I don't care for Megan. Like, you know, I don't know her, but I don't care for her as like an artist or whatever, just because of the personality that I understand and I've seen how she's done people who I respect and I like. But the thing is, I have to give her that credit and that respect over a Cardi B, because come on, you're not even that great. You're not that great, and you taking almost 7 years to release an album, and you talking about you riding off of this one album. Yeah, because they loaded it with streams, with fake streams and all of that. Because if you was that bitch from back then, why ain't you that bitch now? Why ain't you that bitch now? Let's really think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be critical, and like, I know that I am too when it comes to Megan, because she has redundant lines. You know, she's rapping the same. Everything sounds the same with Megan. Even that little glimpse that, you know, that snippet that she released, it sounds the same. And then you going on Jimmy Fallon for what? For what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Act 2? I don't get it. But one thing I had to say, you know what? If that's up to her. If Megan Thee Stallion wants to move on from a project that didn't sell. See, the thing about it is Megan thought that Mamushi was going to really push that project. And like, listen, if it really pushed it, why did it fall off the charts after 15 weeks? Megan Thee Stallion's Megan album, self-titled, is off of the charts after 15 weeks. Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're talking about motion and shit like that, you really don't got no motion like that. And it's looking really like that you are using the Koreans at this point for streams. And you know what's so crazy? Them streams is not even helping you in the United States. If you had 89 million streams on that song right now with RM from BTS, if that song had 89 million in the United States, you would be charting right now. That song is off of the charts. Album off of the charts. Come on, Rock Nation, is y'all off of y'all smarts? It's like y'all gotta aim, but y'all ain't throwing the dart. Ooh, it's like y'all gotta aim, but y'all ain't throwing the dart. But one thing I understand is that they don't got Megan album in the cart. It's on sale for $4.99. I said, bitches, you out of your mind? Yo, that's another thing I wanted to make sure that I vocalized too, right? Glorilla did her numbers on her project or whatever. She did her numbers on her project, and she didn't discount her album. Her album was $8.99 on iTunes. Megan Thee Stallion discounted her album first week out to $4.99, and it still ain't selling. She did the VMAs, and the album didn't do any crazy surge or anything like that. But you know what? I don't want to put her down, you know, because it is what it is. She don't sell units like that, you know. She might try to get some viral TikTok song, and that happens. Also, Lady Gaga's coming out this week with Disease, so you know that her fans is going to be fighting. They're getting a music video, and they're getting a new single. You know, Gaga ain't touched down in a while. Well, actually, Gaga did touch down in a while. She has a song out that's doing good with Bruno Mars that's going up on the global Spotify. So it's up there. So, you know, Lady Gaga fans is fully activated. They ready to fight. So, you know, that's going to be very interesting to see what happens on Friday. Because, you know, listen, let's keep it real. None of that K-pop twice shit, none of that Mamushi shit really resonates with the hood. Like, people make it seem like they like it, but they don't really like it like that. Like, on some real shit. They don't really respect it. Like, it doesn't really resonate in our community like that. And Megan is strictly doing that just to use them, just for Spotify streams and all of that. Now, if you want to see somebody who did it big and did it major, let's talk about Lotto. Lotto really did it big when she did that collaboration with BTS, and that shit blew, right? I think Megan is really looking for that type of moment, but it's just, it's not resonating at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's crazy when you gotta look, it's like if she ain't used Nicki to get that first collaboration, then she ran to Cardi. Then it was like she ran to Beyonce, and now she using the Koreans. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's always a strategy with Megan Thee Stallion. But at the end of the day, this is the music business. At least she's out here doing something. Why Cardi don't got no BTS collaboration? Why Cardi only dropped one project in the last six years? She ain't dropped nothing since 2016. So what I'm trying to tell you, and let me know in the comments if you be like, yeah, I can understand where you coming from, or no, I just don't like the bitch and I don't care what happened. But let me know in the comments. See, people, you know, I like the people who say that, you know, I give credit and I understand the person, like, no matter what, or I try to give people credence. But the thing about it is, it's just like, yeah, Megan do flop, but yeah, Megan do put music out. I mean, shit, Cardi, Megan's whole projects be flopping. Cardi putting singles out and they flopping. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? This is why she's scared. This is why she going online and doing all of this fake argument shit. Listen, cognitive dissonance. That's why I labeled that video that. How you talk so much that you want peace with this man, and then the next day you praying that he get hit by a truck. You are a psychotic bitch. You are. I'm sick of the games that people play. It's no longer selling the music. It's no longer about your talent. It's about, you know, trying to beef with people, and it's about trying to use your life for some sort of fake ass story just to get attention or a mention. You know, Cardi got gassed. I told y'all when she looked up at them viewers on that Twitter, on that Instagram, when her and Offset originally went through it, she had almost 100,000 or 100,000. It ain't like that no more. It's right back down to 20. Right back down to 20. And Atlantic like, damn, we got to spend our money. And she talking about, you know, she meeting with the bosses, you know what I mean? And they looking over losses because they know that if they put the money into the bitch, they know what the cost is. They know that, man, listen, potent pondering, never pandering. I really just wanted to come and do this video. Get in the comments and let me know if you can understand where I'm coming from. You know, we don't have to like Megan, but, you know, to not show up as a full hater, you can give a person credit. Like, you know, I'll give her credit like she stay dropping, even though she stay flopping. You know what I'm saying? She's a decorated, desperate doozy. That's how I look at it. But at least she drops music. At least she ain't scared. Listen, let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. I'm up out of here. Peace.